Einen wunderschönen guten Morgen, Leute. Wir spielen heute wieder Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. So. Und mal schauen, wie weit wir heute kommen. Mal schauen, mal schauen. Hier wird noch nicht angezeigt. Ich brauche die Statistik hier. So. So. Ah ja. So. Laden, ne? Das dauert immer richtig lang. Okay, auf geht's. Ich habe wieder die Steuerung vergessen.
Sword, the fire giant has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind, and the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raze their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, he spoke of his own darkness. The Northman.
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Okay. Schon mal nice, dass wir einen weiteren Stein gefunden haben. Und wir sind noch nicht ein einziges Mal gestorben.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Okay.
scared.
Easy.
I can still smell it. Sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senna?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
Hätte ja sein können, dass das einer ist, ne? Ich frage, ob ich beide nebeneinander finden muss oder nur einen von denen. Nee, nee. Da auch nicht. Nee, das kann auch nicht sein. Das auch am Anfang sein kann. Aber hier sieht nicht so aus, als ob das hier irgendwo zuhören würde. Aber ich glaube, ich bin zu weit weg auch. Ja, ja, ich höre euch. Oh mein Gott, da. Darauf muss man erstmal kommen.
See that it has opened. When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of? I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
Das ist echt krass, Zack. Nicht abnippeln. Etwas aufpassen.
Finish this. Finish this. Finish him.
So, bisschen konzentrieren hier beim Kampf.
When you see a fire gate of Surt, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Hier ist Feuer. Kann ich einfach das niederbrennen? Wahrscheinlich nicht. Wahrscheinlich nicht. Aber da ist Feuer. Auf den Uhr.
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
Ja, sehr krass. Habe ich einen Stein übersehen? Bis jetzt nicht. Ne, bis jetzt habe ich noch keinen Stein übersehen. Na dann auf, weiter geht's.
How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth said, find your own path.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Okay. Vielleicht haben wir hier direkt noch einen zweiten. Leider nein.
Another gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire sacrifice.
Schauen uns erst um.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
Ja, hier wird denn alles brennen, ja.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes, but they just screamed like helpless pigs.
Okay, wir gucken uns dann nochmal oben bei der Brücke gleich um. Na, guck mal hier, da ist noch ein Stein.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Gehen wir nochmal nach oben zu dieser Brücke. Wir haben ja die Zeit. Mal schauen, wie weit wir heute spielen. So lange streamen wie gestern werde ich heute nicht. Aber dafür werde ich Dienstag, denke ich, wieder streamen. Ja, ist verschlossen, okay. Das Spiel sieht bei mir so ruckelig heute aus, ne? Aber nicht nur bei mir, auch im Stream. Obwohl ich keine Auslastung momentan habe. Aber naja. Ich denke, so bis 13, 14 Uhr können wir schon streamen heute. Und immer noch krank. Bin immer noch angeschlagen. Aber egal, machen wir jetzt das Feuer an. Mal ein bisschen umgucken hier. Dann Holz. Hier ist nichts. Lauf, 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 lauf.
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
Ah, ganz allein bist du nicht, sondern noch die Stimme in deinem Kopf. wir denn hier Schönes? Alte verbrannte Häuser. Und ein Stein.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will travel to battle in the ship called Naglfar, the corpse ship. And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him.
Okay. Dann haben wir jetzt hier einmal eine Tür, die verbrannt werden muss. Wir haben hier ein Haus. Ein wunderschönes nordisches Haus. Was bringt mir das aber jetzt hier zu sein? Ach, guck mal, da ist der Stein von gerade. Okay, wir haben jetzt hier zwei Dinger.
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
Ich schau gerade, aber ich sehe jetzt hier nichts. Das irgendwie helfen würde. Ich möchte der Buchstabe sehr stark, aber warum? Wo ist hier ein R versteckt? Ach, und auf dem Boden, oh mein Gott. Oh, hier verschwindet das M wieder. Bedeutet, es muss in dieser Richtung irgendwo liegen. Aha. Nee, hier ist, kann ich auch kein M nutzen. Bin manchmal zu dumm für sowas. Weil hier ist es, nee, doch hier. Kriege ich das nur gesichtet? Nee, es macht keinen Sinn. Muss irgendwie... irgendwie muss ich das doch erkennen können. Das ist überhaupt die richtige Lösung hier? Guck mal, so passt es. Warum passt es nicht? Komm schon, Spiel. Passt es doch. Guck mal, so passt es. So würde es passen. Aber tut es nicht. Doch so muss es sogar passen. Spiel. Funktioniert nicht. Warum funktioniert es? Es macht halt das Sinn, aber es funktioniert trotzdem nicht. Warum auch immer. Es funktioniert nicht. Ist das ein Bug? Ich kann mir ja nichts anderes vorstellen, als dass es ein Bug ist. Gehen wir mal ein Stück weiter zurück. Guck mal, hier taucht das Zeichen auch nicht wieder auf. Es muss halt da irgendwo sein, aber... Ja, es funktioniert halt nicht, ne? Ich glaube, das ist ein Bug. Weil ich erkenne ganz klar da das Zeichen, nirgendwo anders. Da, diese Bäume, weißt du? Die sind es dann, statt die anderen. Was? Ich sollte durch diese Tür da gehen, oder nicht? Okay, das war gerade ein bisschen dumm. Ehrlich gesagt.
To shed your tears. Raise your world and cry!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
Okay. Das war gerade, ja, der Tod. Mhm. Genau. Okay, da geht's weiter. Hier irgendwo noch eine Steintafel. Ja, guck mal an.
The Northmen say that what we see as a rainbow is the bridge that goes from the world of men to the world of the gods. For now, they say the frost giants and the mountain giants cannot cross it. But they say that when Ragnarok comes, not a thing in this world will be safe. The Rainbow Bridge will break under the onslaught of the fire giants riding on flaming steeds. Senua, I have seen the fire of Surt spread far and wide, and to our lands. Ragnarok is coming.
Okay. Bis jetzt haben wir alle gefunden, ne? Guck mal, da ist ein Zeichen. Hier ist nothing. Was haben wir denn hier? Beginnt das Areal wieder ein bisschen größer zu werden, scheinbar. Wo wir an mehreren Stellen hinkommen. Naja. Ja, dann aktivieren wir das Ding, ne? Dann gibt's hier nichts mehr. Das P wissen wir ja mittlerweile, wo das ist. Da können wir doch das alte P benutzen.
How did you escape your darkness?
Once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surth. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. A fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
Ja, doch, das ist doch das Ding. Boah, doch lieber von draußen. Oh, eine Sache fehlt noch. Das ist die. Ich kann mir vorstellen, dass das D hier oben ist. Ja. Das ist nur noch perspektivisch irgendwie passen. Und bis jetzt sehe ich ja nicht, wo es passen könnte. Ah. Ja. Könnte übrigens auch ein P sein, da die Stelle möchte ich kurz anmerken. Geht auch nur die Stelle hier vorne, ne? Wie ich sehe. Das ist mein Radius. Da verschwindet es wieder. Wo sehe ich hier ein D? Wenn ich ehrlich bin, nirgendwo. Oh Gott, doch hier. Schon hart versteckt, muss ich doch schon sagen. Und dann reißen wir das Tor auf.
If I could survive the fire of certain and escape my darkness, then so can you.
Keep running. Go on. Nothing will stop. Run, son. Run, run,
She's dying. It's him. It's him.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Blood of certain, take his mark, and I will choose you from there and forever be in your debt.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight me now.
Okay, ich hätte ihn stoppen sollen. Vielleicht, weil alle gesagt haben, stop him, stop him.
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep it.
I die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers, your quest, your truth.
Ja, nice. Ein zweiter Gott ist tot.
Was a troubled man. Scholar turned slave. They tortured him. Took him with them on their raids. Drove him to madness. Spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world. Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him. Until she too could see what he saw.
Ich überlege gerade, ob wir hier oben schon mal waren. Ich kann mich ehrlich gesagt nicht dran erinnern.
Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. The stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before. And she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
Bin schon dreimal gestorben. Also ich glaube nicht, dass es der Wahrheit entspricht, wie oft ich hier wirklich schon gestorben bin. Wir haben auch noch das da unten. Da unten war nur der Opferaltar, genau. Ich will die Steine nicht verpassen, die erzählen echt interessante Geschichten. Von Dwarf. Es gibt ein Achievement, wenn man alle Steine findet. Da bin ich mir sehr sicher, dass es das gibt. Aber eine Stunde jetzt für das gebraucht. Dann schließen wir da das nächste Gebiet ab und dann hören wir für heute wieder auf. Kann ich mir das Spiel ein bisschen aufteilen. Smart wäre es eigentlich. Das schnell durchzuspielen, damit wir ein paar mehr Spiele dieses Jahr noch durchspielen, aber ich habe noch ganz viele kleine Spiele, die wir in einem Stream durchspielen werden. So wie, Ignore Them. So ein Stream-Dinger.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate. Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't. She's done it. It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears. to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now, that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
No!
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon and to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Ah, es gibt kein Zurück mehr. Tiere!
You can do this.
The gods made you a warrior forever. It's your goal.
Hallo.
When there is a new road ahead, the only one that makes sense.
Finish this. Behind you.
Tiere! Ah, das Tor auf, los.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another change.
She won't make it. Stop them.
Hallo.
He's a better fighter. You will die.
Alter, willst du mich verarschen? Ich drück Rolle.
He's stronger than you. Finish this. End it now. She will die. He's finished.
Das war sehr knapp, wir sind gerade schon wieder verreckt.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Okay. Kriege ich dieses Tor dann auch wieder auf? Nein. Okay. That's fine.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Ein S. Ding ist, wir haben hier nicht mehr viele Möglichkeiten. Das Tor kann ich hier nicht mehr öffnen. Nee, das Tor kriegt sie nicht auf. Guck mal, hier kommen wir auch noch hin. Nice, nice. Das S. Wo könnte ich denn hier ein S erkennen? Da. Guck mal da. Da. Da ist das S. Und es funktioniert nicht. Ich brauche genau den Winkel. Bringt es mir hier zu sein? Oh mein Gott, hier ist ein Gesicht.
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
Ein Gesicht war da. Da wäre mir aber lieber ein Stein gewesen, ehrlich gesagt. Da wäre mir ein Stein lieber gewesen. Sehr schön.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Ist jetzt jedes gefunden, möchte ich nochmal anmerken, ja.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye.
But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us?
Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be? Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you. Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Seele?
No. It's a trick. She knows this. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. Yes, no, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. What's happening? Go towards it.
Alter, what the fuck? Das Spiel macht mich schon fertig, muss ich schon sagen. Ich dachte gerade, wir sind auf der anderen Seite der Küste, aber nein. Wasch jetzt mal in der Hand. In der Wunden. Aber nein. Ich will nicht. Will zu Dillion. Ja, dann gehen wir doch dahin.
There it is. You're it's Dylan. He's gone. You was not slow. How could you keep going? How could you keep going? Ignore the pain. I told you it was the trick. You. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbao made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Ich dachte, da würde jetzt was kommen. Oh nein. Wenn ich immer noch nach Steinen ausschaue. Wie viele Leute hier schon gestrandet sind, ist ja unglaublich, Da oben sollen wir hin. Gehen wir erstmal hier hin.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
Ich hab doch Angst, echt Steine zu verpassen, muss ich schon sagen. Wenn ich einen Stein verpasse, muss ich das Spiel erneut durchspielen.
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom was lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants him, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Vorne ist noch ein.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Das Schiff bewegt sich, ne? Da ist keiner drauf wahrscheinlich. Jetzt ist die Frage, wohin? Und da, wo ich was verpasse, will ich nicht hin. Ich denke, ich muss nach da hinten, weil das Spiel möchte, dass ich nach da gehe. Aber ich will wissen, was da oben ist, ehrlich gesagt. Weil ich weiß nicht, wo es weitergeht und wo nicht. Das ist halt die Frage. Wenn ich jetzt in den Baum gehe und da die Story weitergeht, ich da oben nicht mehr hinkomme, das würde mich schon ein bisschen traurig machen.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Da ist die Leiter. Ich weiß nicht, wo ich hin soll. Oh Mann. Aber nur schön, das Spiel. Und ich spiele es nicht mal auf hoch. Gut, ich glaube, wenn ich es auf hoch spielen würde und der Cam kommt jetzt noch nicht mal hinterher, dann wäre nochmal alles besser. Ich bräuchte eine bessere Grafikkarte nochmal. Statt einer 2060. Aber da warten wir nochmal, bis ich eine 3070 für einen ordentlichen Preis bekomme. Eine 3070 wäre schon klasse. Nun dann, gehen wir weiter. Ich glaube, wir haben auch bald das halbe Spiel geschafft. Wenn ich allein von den Sounddingern ausgehe, fehlen uns noch 3 bis zur Hälfte.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. Luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Wir wissen, wie es weitergeht. Tell me more.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. It's real. You want to believe it's real when it's a trick. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss?
If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one?
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Would you come and watch? And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. That But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillion? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Bevor wir das aber machen, gehen wir nochmal ganz kurz zurück. Vielleicht liegt ja hier irgendwo nochmal ein Brett mit einer Geschichte. Also, das Spiel ist schon echt krass, muss ich sagen. Das Spiel ist echt krass. Aber die Stimmen reden auch nicht mehr so oft, ne? Das heißt... Aber es geht so eigentlich ganz gut, oder? Wenn die Stimmen aufhören mit uns zu quatschen.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that Delia? Nothing lives here. You won't survive.
You met him by the tree.
She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign of the tree. He tries to tell her.
He's waiting for you by the tree.
Kann sein, dass das ein Bug ist. Oder ich muss das später nochmal angucken.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out, so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Ob gleich eine neue Geschichte kommt. Okay, das sind doch keine Dingstafeln. Die sind wahrscheinlich gleich für den Baum wichtig. Damit ich in den Baum kann oder so. Welch ein Zufall, hier vorne ist noch einer.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield, Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Das Schwert ist auch zersprungen. Damit sind wir jetzt eine ganze Runde um den Baum gelaufen.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gram. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gram by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it. It's the
Das werden wir aber nächstes Mal machen. So, das werden wir nächstes Mal machen. Ich schaue gerade nach, ob ich noch ein anderes kleines Spiel habe. Ich will das Spiel nicht so durchhetzen. So, ich schaue gerade nach. Was könnten wir noch Kleines spielen? Kleines habe ich gerade nicht installiert. Boah, deswegen würde ich sagen, bis zum nächsten Stream. Mir geht's immer noch nicht gut, weil ich immer noch etwas krank bin. Und da sollte ich mich lieber ein bisschen ausruhen, als dann hart durchzuknallen Wochenende und dann morgen wieder arbeiten, wieder krank zu werden. Deswegen werden wir am Dienstag weiter Hellblade spielen. Auch wieder so 1-2 Stündchen. Das ist auch wieder dann Donnerstag, maybe. Ja, dann ist wieder Wochenende und gucken, was wir dann spielen. Je nachdem, wann wir mit Hellblade durch sind, ne? Also ich bedanke mich vielmals fürs Zuschauen und bis Dienstag. Haut rein. Ciao.